Sri Krishnaya Namaha. Now, Arjuna feels that killing of sinners would result in sin visiting him also. This is opposed to the scriptural position. Now, there is a widespread belief that we all know this point. There is a widespread belief that Bhagavad Gita is teaching violence. Is it right or wrong? It is wrong, because we have already seen this. Arjuna also feels that same thing. Arjuna feels that killing of the sinners would result in a sin visiting him also. So he was a warrior. We all know that he was a warrior. When he was a warrior, what is the duty of the warrior? He has to safeguard the good people, and he has to contain, or he has to eliminate those people who are opposed to the king and who are opposed to the dharma. So this is the scriptural portion. So Krishna clearly tells him that by killing the haters of Vishnu and the haters of the good society, those antisocial elements, the sin will not touch Arjuna. That is the duty of a warrior. How does the Lord proceed to convince that Arjuna was not correct? The Lord answers the doubt raised by Arjuna step by step until Arjuna submits that he has no more doubts with respect to the performance of the duty expected of him. So, the Arjuna gets this type of doubt that whether he has to kill the warriors on the other side, the enemies. So, Lord takes him, walks him to all the chapters, and finally he reaches 18th chapter, and finally Arjuna says himself that he does not have any more doubt, and he is very clear about the scriptural portion and what he has to do. What is Prajnabhata? Shankaracharya explains this word as words of wise men. Madhvacharya explains it as words opposed to those of wise men. Prajna Vada. Actually, this should be taken as Prajna Avada. So, Shankaracharya explains this word as words of wise men. So, Shankara says that wise men speak like this, but Madhvacharya explains it as words opposed to those of wise men. So, this type, so if it is a Prajnavada, then why should the Lord come there to correct the conception which Arjuna had? So, it was not the right way of thinking. So, that is the reason why Lord Krishna had to explain Arjuna with all 18 chapters and correct him finally which is right and which is wrong. Why this difference in explanation? What is correct is inferred by further instruction of the Lord. If Arjuna had spoken words of wise men, the Lord had no case to advise him. What is the position of wise men? To contain evil and protect society in the view of the wise men. So wise men or wise warriors, whatever be so, to contain evil and protect the society is the view of the wise man. Why does not a wise man weep for the dying? A wise man does not weep for the dying, as he will not weep for a living man, because he understands the word death correctly. Now we all know that when somebody dies, or when somebody is in the hospital bed and they are suffering, people weep and people become sad. We should realize that ultimately the person undergoes this type of a sad state. Every one of us goes through this, and you cannot escape it. So where is the reason for us to go through this type of sadness or suffering? There is no need. Now we have to understand the word death correctly. Now what is the correct understanding of the death? The body is not the soul, Body has death since it has origin. Soul has no death since it is unoriginated. This is a very important thing. Now we all think that body and soul are same. Body and soul are not same. The body encases the soul, and the body has been given birth by Lord through the mother and father, through the sexual union. Now the soul has no origin at all. It is unoriginated. The soul does not have birth or death. It is always eternal. Now we may think that the Atma, so the Jivatma and Paramatma, so we have that both Atma, so Paramatma and Jivatma are both same. So the God also, that is the Paramatma, the Supreme Lord also has no death. So I also have no death or birth. So the only the body is the impermanent thing. The soul which I am having inside my body is the permanent thing. So both Atmas are same. It is not correct. The Atma, though this is the only similarity which we share with the Paramatma. Both are Atmas, both are eternal is the only similarity which we share with the Lord. After that, everything, all the rest are different. Now we are dependent and the Lord is independent. We undergo dukkha and sukha. The Lord does not have any sukha or dukkha. He is always, the Lord does not have any dukkha. The Lord always has sukha only. It does not have dukkha. Why does a dukkha or a sorrow or sad affects a person? Because because of his inability. Now, if I cannot study a scripture, if I cannot get 100% in a mathematics or a science or any other subject, then I may become sad. The Lord does not have such thing at all. He is always capable. His ability is always 100%. My ability or your ability is not 100% always. So we should know that we are not same. That is, the God and the man are not same. So there is a difference always. And the body has a death. After some period of time, the body has to perish, which we have seen. It is very practical. Now, people may say that even the God dies, the Krishna also died at the end of Dwapara Yuga. It is just to bring a dramatic end, that's all. The Lord does not have any death at any point of time. So, what I come to say is, the soul has no death since it is unoriginated. Anything which is born, anything which is created at one point of time has to perish. So the Lord has, the soul, the Atma has no death because it is unoriginated. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu.